All right, shalom, shalom. All right, first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, HaKodash. All right, want to give double honors to our apostles and other bishops at Great Millstone who continue to rule well and guide us through the Spirit. Peace and blessings, shalom to the Most High's hopefully elect across the four winds of the earth. I'm the brother Yagadal, number one from GMS Houston. All right, back on another lesson. All right, now I just want to go in Psalm, the 12th chapter, and see where it leads through the Spirit. I was reading through it. All right. Based off of the other brothers in Des Moines had quoted Psalm 12 and 8. All right, while they were speaking on the block, man. So I said, man, let me go read that chapter. All right, was a short chapter, but it's powerful. Why? Because it speaks about the condition, all right, of the earth when what? When a violent man is in control. Okay. All right. When the wicked is in control. All right, that puffers against the Most High and oppresseth His chosen people, man. Okay. And that's where we're at now. We're seeing, all right, the fruition of why the Most High set this man specifically up to be the wicked, to be the cancer of the earth, all right, to promote death, okay, war, all right, come with his chemical pestilences, okay. The Most High created this man to be the perfect devil, and he's doing exactly what he was set to do, okay. But that's why he equipped, all right, through Yahweh Shai, the men of the Lord, with the light, okay, to combat this gross darkness, which the light is what? The knowledge, wisdom, understanding of this word. Okay, matter of fact, let me get a precept before I get into that chapter. All right, because it's very important, man, to emphasize on the blessing of and mercy. All right, not just a blessing, but mercy of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, choosing you. All right, to retain this knowledge, wisdom, understanding to do what? To feed His lambs and His sheep. Okay, and then to condemn the other nations and the wicked of our nation, who's gonna follow after the heathen, man. Okay, all right, and bring us unto salvation if we be of that number. Okay, so this is Ephesians chapter 5 and verse 14, it says, wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Mashiach shall give thee light. And what is the light? The knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. Because the rest of this world is still dwelling in darkness, man. Okay? You have it's a lot of men with fringes on dwelling in darkness, man. Okay? Because they don't have the full understanding, man. When you go into Ezekiel the 37th chapter, all right, going into the valley of dry bones, all right, that exceeding great army received the full breath. Okay? Not so we can gloat and boast like we somebody special, which if we have the elect, yeah, we are fucking special, man. But we're doing this with modesty and being humble and meek, man. Okay, doing a service, man. Okay, you see a butler, all right, that's serving his master. He's not a prideful person, man. Okay, he's very discreet. He's locked into what he has to do to fulfill his job. So we have to be in that same mindset, locked into what? Defending the gospel, prophesying, all right, breaking down these scriptures the proper way, okay, versus plantation Christianity and then off ass breakdowns that niggas is teaching because they took a bag, man. Okay. But let's get into the Psalm 12. All right, this is Psalm 12 to the chief musician upon Shemanit. It says a psalm of David. It says, "Help, Lord." And you gotta realize, man, when King David was singing a lot of these psalms, all right, what was he doing? He was on the run, man. He was dealing with being persecuted, under attack, all right, from King Saul, and then at certain times from his own son. Okay, but now, all right, these things apply to Esau, Edom in this time, man. Okay, all right, just wanted to make sure I qualify that before I get into this, man. Okay, it says, "Help, Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful man, for the faithful fell from among the children of men. They speak vanity, every one with his neighbor. He with flattering lips and with a double heart do they speak." Now, real quick, let's jump back to Psalm the second chapter. Okay, Because it spoke about, you got to remember there's three classifications of men. Okay, you have the children of the Most High, the children of God. Okay, which are the Israelites. Okay, you have the children of men with the other nations. You have the children of the wicked. Okay, all right. But this is Psalm chapter 2 and verse 1. It says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" And what is a vain thing? That these the other nations are gonna rule forever. All right, that they're gonna oppress the nation of Israel forever. Okay, all right. Everybody in the earth. What is the point of a world war? Okay, you're jockeying for position. So if everybody's involved in a world war, somebody's looking to come out on top, man. To do what? To just get a plaque and say, "Hey, I did it. We won." No, to dominate, to rule. Okay, so it's a vain thing for the nations to think that they're gonna rule in the earth. We're at the last fucking time that another nation is gonna rule. All right, Esau Edom's rule is over, man. This shit's done. Okay, we seeing all the little tacky shit that you're doing, man. Okay, playing fucking games, man. Setting up this nigga Drewski. All right, to do that was a well thought out and fucking produced skit that nigga did, man. Okay, and who, of course, who is he impersonating? All right, purple and gold garments, man. Okay, hey, we not ignorant to Satan devices. We see that you're getting ready to make a move. We see that you're getting ready to come with this demonization. All right, turn everybody against, because you get on the comment boards and everybody is supporting it. Oh, it's just comedy. It's just comedy. Well, you don't play with the men of the Lord, man. Okay, and whether IUIC is tied in with the shit, it don't fucking matter, man. All right, all the wicked of our nations gonna fucking die, man. Oh, why? Because you playing around with the devil. Okay, you're putting trust in this man and his system and his fucking false money. All right, all right. And when the Lord is clearly telling you that, man, it's a vain thing for the heathens to think that they're gonna rule, man. The kingdom of heaven is promised to the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Nothing can change that. Nothing can alter that. All right. Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly knows Jesus Christ, he didn't come to change that. He didn't come to say, you know what, the Lord said I promised this to these people, but I'm open up to all the nations. Now, no. He came to fulfill the will of the Father. He constantly reiterated that. Salakia. All right, but back in Psalm 2 and 1 again, it says, "Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?" And it's crazy. You got niggas that'll say China gonna rule next. All right, you got them fucking bug outs. All right, I was talking about the Russian army is gonna be tucked away somewhere. Man, you niggas are out of your fucking mind because you truly don't believe in this Bible, man. Okay, you can't just pick and choose what you want to do. Jake talk about cherry picking. No, no, you niggas is cherry picking, man. To try to eliminate Paul's writings. Okay, you got Old Testament Israelites, you got New Testament Israelites, man. Nah, you got to believe in this whole book. Why? Because this is Yahweh Shai. All right, he's contained within the volume of this book, man. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick, and I'm gonna jump back to that second chapter of Psalms. This is Psalm 47. It says, "Then said I, Lo, I come, in the volume of the book it is written of me." Now, I thought Yahweh Shah wasn't spoken of in the Old Testament, man. It's a precept here. All right, in the header. All right, I'm going to jump over here to the book of Luke real quick. This is Luke chapter 24 and verse 44. It says, "And he said unto them, These are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, and that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses." And this is Yahweh Shah speaking in red letter. Okay? It says, which was written in the law of Moses, Old Testament, in the prophets, Old Testament, in the Psalms, Old Testament, concerning me. Okay, so Yahweh Shah came to finish, complete the things that were prophesied about him in the Old Testament, man. Okay, so it was prophesied that he was going to come and do what? At his second coming, he was going to come take over the nations of the earth. All right, take down all the nations and establish dominance all right, and begin a righteous rule that's gonna last forever, man. The everlasting kingdom that's promised unto us, man. Okay, let's get back to this. Psalm 2:2. It says, "The kings of the earth set themselves." So, like it says, the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. So this is a beautiful thing, knowing that no matter what these heathens do, all right, the Lord is gonna have you in derision, man. He's not. You're not gonna win at the end of this thing. All right, it's the game is fixed, man. Okay, you know how they rounding up all these niggas, old players in the NFL, NBA, all right, for illegal gambling and fixing games, referees and shit. Well, this is already fixed. Israel is gonna win. Israel is gonna come out on top, man, and stay on top forever. Okay, so let's get back to this Psalms 12 and 2. It says, they speak vanity, every one with his neighbor, with flattering lips and with a double heart do they speak. The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips and the tongue that speaketh proud things. Who have Salakias, who have said with our tongue we will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? All right, let's get an answer to that, man, in the scriptures, man. All right, because yeah, in the beginning of this chapter it said the sons of men. Okay, but we're applying this to Esau either, man, because he's the one in that spirit. He's the one in that mindset. He's the leader of the nations right now, man. He has the major influence over the earth. Okay, it don't matter what you say. All right, nobody can dispute the fact that Esau has the reigning dominance in the earth right now. His military bases are everywhere. Okay, all right, his culture is everywhere. McDonald's is every fucking where. All right, you see suits and ties every goddamn where, man. All right, but this is Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 10. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none seeth me." All right, this is the mind. So like it says, and none else beside me. All right, this is Esau Edom putting himself in the position of the Most High, man. All right, stuck in that God complex, okay, which will not be fulfilled. You're at the height, all right. The level of technology and weaponry that you've acquired now is the height. You're not going no further. Your kingdom's at its end, all right, and you're no match for the technology, the heavenly technology of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right, that's why it's gonna be a slaughter, like you read in Second Ezra, the 13th chapter, and then in Revelation, the 12th chapter as well, man. Okay, so verse 5 it says, "For the oppression." Um, It says, "For the oppression of the poor, for the siding of the needy, now will I arise, saith the Lord." Okay, so you got to afflict us. You got to put a fucking foot in Israel's ass, and you're still doing it. But the Lord's getting ready to rise up, man. Okay, he's about to send Yahweh back. Okay, and he's not gonna meet you as a man. All right, he's gonna come in full glory, and then he's gonna lift certain men up with spiritual powers. All right, the Leviathan's about to get unleashed out to sea. All right, plagues and pestilence are gonna fucking riddle this place, man. Okay, we have beautiful, scary times ahead of us, man. But if we are of the faithful, all right, we're gonna trust in the will of the Heavenly Father, and that if we do our service properly, we'll be rewarded and protected in these times. All right, are we saying we're just gonna be skating through and shit? Oh, everybody getting fucked up? Nah, man. All right, we're gonna get tested, man. All right, how Shai got to the point to where he was like, "Hey, man, hey, you got me, Father? Do you have me? Shit, what you think we gonna do?" All right. The servant is not greater than the master, man. Okay. So continuing on, it says, him, I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth purified 7 times, man. So the word of the Lord is completely pure, man. Okay, so everything in this book is gold. All right. Tried silver. Okay, that all of them know there's no impurities, there's no falsehood. Now there's misinterpretations, there's false breakdowns, but the Spirit of the Lord that's resting on the men of the Lord, okay, all right, is the Holy Spirit, which is the Spirit of truth. Okay, so we have the truth. While the rest of these people, everybody got a Bible. Okay, everybody got a Bible sitting somewhere. All right, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about when they try to break it down. Okay, verse 7, it says, "Thou shalt keep them, O Lord." It says, "Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever." All right. It says, "The wicked walk on every side when the vilest man are exalted." Who's exalt? Who's the most exalted man on earth, man? Okay, Esau Edom, man. Wherever he go, people, oh shit, that's the white man. Now everybody's tired of his ass. Okay, the only motherfucker that's still fucking salivating after the Esau is Eve ass. All over the fucking internet talking about, oh, if you going through hell, get a white man. Then your ass chopped up and on a fucking piece of rye bread with some Kobe Jack cheese and shit, man. But he said, verse 8 said, "The wicked walk on every side when the vilest man are exalted," man. All right, Esau Edom is in control of the earth right now, man. All right, nobody can dispute that. You can deny it, you can lie about it, act like you don't see it, but no, this is the truth of the matter, man. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple precepts and wrap this up. All right, just dealing with the vilest man being exalted in the earth, man. Okay, and then Esau Edom's the only one that gets to go under different banners or names. Okay, all right, you got the Asian community, they got their titles. All right, they're all one. You got the Arab community, they're all one. Okay, but no, with Esau, you get to go under this. Oh, we're German, we're Russian, we're this. You're a fucking Edomite. You going into slavery. All right, and after 1,000 years, the Lord's gonna do away with you, man. Okay, and that's what He set you up to be the cancer in the earth, so you can earn the judgment that's coming to you, man. Okay, but this is Job chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" All right, who is this man? Who's covered the faces of the judges? All right, who's painted themselves as a likeness of the Most High Power? Yahweh Shai, all of the disciples. All right, all the great prophets. All right, the angels. Everybody's white. This fucking devil, man, so-called white, Shalaka, because he's not. No, we're not gonna let you lay claim to that title, man. Okay, there's nothing pure about you. You're pure wicked. That's what you're pure. You're pure shit. I like to talk shit to you devils, man. Well, Jake talking about we ain't got nothing to teach, we ain't got to do no lessons. Well, how else we gonna condemn this motherfucker, man? How else we gonna exhort our people, man? But this is Daniel chapter 4 and verse 17. It says, "This matter is by the decree of the watchers and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men." So the Most High is in complete control. All right. That's why he stated, man, that the deceived and the deceiver in the book of Job, the deceived and the deceiver are his. The Most High is in control. He created both sides. He created balance, good and evil, dark and light. He controls both sides, man. Okay? So he's not going to have complete control and then let this devil rule over us and oppress us forever, man. We have a promise, and the Lord's going to make good on his word as he always does, man. Okay? But only the elect right now is going to believe in his promise. Okay? While the rest of our people are going to still be out here voting, protesting. Okay? They just had a massive protest out there in the UK, all right, against the digital ID. All right? Yeah, you think Jake wasn't riddled amongst that shit? But who's been talking about this? Who's been letting you know that this shit is coming? And now it's here. Where you niggas with all this white woman shit for the MOTB, the embargo doctrine? All right? Y'all trying to sprinkle digital in there now. It might be. Oh, no, it is, nigga. All right, but let me finish this out. It says, "And giveth it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the bases of men." So going right back to Psalm 12 and 8, man. The vilest man. is exalted. All right, but that's done because of the Most High put him in that position for a certain period of time. Now that time is up, man. Okay, he set you up to do what you have done in the earth, to be a demon, to be a cancer. All right, to wage war constantly, to rob the Israelites of everything. All right, all the countries where Israel dwell, all right, have been raped and robbed by this devil, man. Okay, we don't have nobody speaking on our behalf. We don't have shit right now, man. Okay, why? We don't need it because the kingdom is promised to us, man. Okay, so the earth is in the condition because Esau Edom, the condition that it is in because Esau Edom is ruling, man. But the Lord is getting ready to stand up for us by sending His Son back, all right, and establish dominance against Esau and the rest of the nations, all right. So it will be exalted, and the princes will be in their proper place, okay, of authority and power under Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so that's it for this lesson. All right, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, willing it was edifying. All right, once again, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Hakodash. All right, double honors to our apostles and other bishops at Great Millstone and the men who taught them as well. And peace and blessings. Shalom to the Most High's hopefully elect across the four corners of the earth. Hey, keep fighting, keep pushing. Hey, this thing is getting ready to get wrapped up, man. Okay, pay attention to the signs, pay attention to this devil's tricks, or his devices, his plans, all the pawns that he's using on the chessboard in the form of niggas. Okay, all right, and stay locked into the spirit. Shalom.